the heart of the rainforest. Here we can discover the secrets of a world 100 million years old. The forest has survived from prehistoric times, outlasting the dinosaurs. Huge trees stand like monuments amidst the symphony of life. Shrouded in a translucent veil, millions of living organisms compete for light beneath the canopy. Layer upon layer, life here exists in harmony. Trees in the rainforest have been known to live as long as 350 years and grow to nearly 200 feet tall. Throughout the forest, trees seek sunlight. Its energy allows them to process the nutrients they need to survive. A soft carpet of moss covers these ancient Arctic beech trees as they reach ever skyward in search of the light. Water, the great sustainer of life in the rainforest. These rivers and streams are the veins and arteries of the rainforest ecosystem. The rainforest canopy shields its vulnerable inhabitants from the harsh surrounding elements. It also serves as a home. High up in the trees, we can find birds living among the branches of the canopy. In some areas of the rainforest, the moisture in the air forms a fine blanket of mist. The mist filters the sunlight into a soft haze. Elsewhere, beams of sunlight cut through the forest, creating dramatic glowing rays. Looking high into the canopy, countless trees can be seen competing for their place in the forest. Further below, however, other forms of life are involved in their own struggle. The forest teems with insect life. Nature's tiny soldiers. They are inhabitants of almost any location on Earth and flourish in the lush and fertile world of the forest floor. Imagine for a moment the enormity of the world as these creatures see it. Every stick and leaf would compare to the size of a building or a freeway. Their Their day is busy with exploration and foraging for food. Ants follow the trails of other ants. With complex and subtle chemical communication, ants can talk perfectly to one another. Many creatures travel the same pathways. For this caterpillar, it's a lonely solo journey. Different insects have their own ways of getting from place to place. Rainforest creatures have an amazing variety of special abilities. Many insects are masters of disguise. This creature resembles a piece of bark and moves slowly, almost invisible to potential predators. For some animals, blending in is not high on the list of priorities. This beetle's metallic shell reflects the light, a warning to birds and other predators that there are better options on the lunch menu. For tiny insects, every detail of the environment is an enormous landscape. Although small, they play a large part in the life of the rainforest. As the cool air blows in off the ocean, humidity builds over the forest. The air is heavy with condensation, culminating in the spectacular and frequent downpours that give these magnificent regions their name, rainforests. There's a quiet still as the brooding clouds draw near. The first droplets of rain fall, a teasing prelude to the approaching downpour. Rain falls in vast quantities in the forest, with millions of litres pouring down each day. It falls in greater quantities than in any other environment on Earth. The plants will only absorb about 1/4 of the rainfall. The rest will soak into the soil, flow into the streams, or simply evaporate into the air, creating the humid rainforest environment. Long after the rain has stopped, drops of water continue to fall from the leaves and branches of the canopy, eventually trickling to the forest floor. Groundwater continues to flow, freshly joining myriad streams that weave through the forest. For some trees, this can prove disastrous. Having grown so tall in the desperate quest for sunlight, many trees lack the root structure to stay upright in the softened ground. It can be a dangerous world, where each day is a battle for survival. But with each drop of rain, the canopy is open to new light. New plant life is given its chance to strive for the top. Early in the new day, we find the rufous fantail. This mystical and rarely seen bird uses a spider's cobweb to stitch her nest together. She has scouted the forest for small twigs and fine grasses that will enable her nest to withstand the harshest of weather conditions. The multicolored king parrot. This magnificent bird eagerly feasts on sweet berries, taking advantage of the morning light. The rainforest is home to many amazing wonders, like this giant fungus. It spreads its spores by releasing them as a fine powder into the morning air. This beautiful landscape provides all the essentials for raising a family. The rufous fantail takes every precaution to keep her eggs from harm. She is an alert mother and guards her eggs jealously through the long incubation. Lush moss. It thrives near the crisp, clean waters of the river streams. Tiny structures draw moisture as the water flows past. Even fallen trees play an important role in the forest, providing food and shelter for other plants and animals. Toadstools, spectacularly translucent. These tiny wonders are a fascinating sight as they perch on the sides of rocks and trees. Small droplets also cling to delicate leaves and branches. These beautiful formations reflect light like tiny crystal lenses. Magnificent colours and patterns can be revealed throughout the forest. We find magical detail everywhere, from the tiniest leaves to the spectacular hues of the animals and birds. The vivid red and green colours of the king parrot. The multicoloured lorikeets. And the intricately patterned feathers of the catbird. Amidst all the change within this busy world, we also find a tranquility like no other. Far from human development, we find nature in its purest form. Gentle streams of crystal clear water flow freely through this endless maze. Another day slowly draws to a close. Sunset. Ancient tribes believed that the last colourful rays of light were a gift from the gods. As the sun slowly sinks in the sky, it signals the end of the day shift. The night shift begins. A whole new world comes to life. Nocturnal creatures like this paddymmelon and her joey come out to feed. Other creatures begin their day of busy work under the cloak of night. In this world of darkness, animals have adapted to the absence of light. This centipede makes its way inch by inch through the forest, its legs guiding it carefully as it moves in and out of shadows. The red-eyed tree frog patiently awaits the mating period. Soon he must call for a mate. It's a raucous competition in which the loudest wins. These calls can last up to 12 hours. Each frog has its own distinctive call. Finally, success. New light. These early morning mists form small crystals of dew. As the nocturnal creatures retire to their homes, the morning sun returns. Rays of sun provide the first warmth of the day, and the forest once again awakens. Sunshine seeps between the leaves, bringing the new day to the forest. clear waters make their way through the rainforest, filling it with life. They also create a magnificent spectacle. Mother Nature at her very best. The fine balance of nature is crucial to the survival of the animals and plants. Rainforests have been subjected to logging, destruction, and pollution of water, and now cover only 1/1000th of the area they once did. With its sense of mystery and timelessness, the rainforest is a world of wonder. The natural beauty of this special place has magical and unique qualities that make the rainforest a world we feel compelled to explore. It is a window into an ancient time, allowing us to wander and discover the landscapes of 1,000,000 years ago. At every level, the rainforest is a source of magic and mystery. A spider weaves fine threads into the beautiful patterns of a web. Tiny streams also weave together to form the grandest of waterfalls that roar like thunder. Waterfalls plunge hundreds of feet into pools below. Over thousands of years, the waterfalls soften and carve away the surrounding rock walls and emerge in dramatic cascading streams. From afar, the incredible menagerie of animals, plant life, and other treasures of the rainforest lie quietly hidden. This ancient world, its natural wonders and its mysteries, entice us to discover the rainforest beneath the canopy.